First of all, we're going to talk about the exact things that you need to get your business online. Spoiler alert, it's really simple, and there are only 3 things. Second, we're going to show you how exactly to create those 3 assets. Spoiler alert, it's also super simple. And then third, we'll show you, spoiler alert again, how to make it even simpler using templates, and then open it up to you to ask questions. Eric has something that he's going to be showing you at the end. And so again, come one, come all, we're ready to go. I'm going to hand it over to Eric. Take it away, bro.
Let's start with the first essential online business asset, this website. So actually, guys, if you could just type in chat, okay, why do you need a website? As a business, what is the goal here? So please just provide us with a few answers. And then I would like to show you 2 websites that we have created in our website builder before this very webinar. So I will obviously explain you our business goal, our perspective, and I will just, show you the layout. So sales, definitely, Goran, thank you. We want to use the website to attract customer leads, that's for sure. And this is actually the business goal behind the website I will show you in a moment. To provide information and value to your audience. This is, thank you, David. This is really crucial. Okay, we've got reputation for our business. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure that actually those businesses who do have a website, let's say, apart from social media presence, it does provide you some extra reputation. Okay, a website is our main lead magnet and hub for all inquiries. Sure, okay. Already Shopify in progress. Sure, so this is actually, you can integrate your website with an e-commerce platform, and then you can actually, effectively sell your product, that's for sure. You can improve your business. This is very general, but very correct. So, and to drive traffic, yeah, definitely. So, thank you so much for all the interesting ideas. And then just let me share a screen with you. So here we go. And I would like to show you this particular website. So this is a website we have created in Website Builder. And obviously this is about this, webinar series. So the thing was that, in the header, we wanted to actually, say everything about the webinar series and the main goal behind it. So actually this is about, getting your business online with confidence. So this is why actually we are going to show you a lot, so that after this webinar, you can actually do it yourself. And then this is, from let's say business perspective, this segment was really crucial for us because this allows people to sign up. Yeah, obviously. So this is actually how you build your contact list. Daniel will actually, tell you a lot of more about contact lists, but let's say from a website perspective and from business goal perspective, definitely this segment is a key one. And then we wanted to make sure that you understand what's going on and actually what we have prepared for you. So all of these individual webinars, they are presented in these segments here. So when you take a look at the call to action, you immediately know that, okay, this one is, you can sign up for this one, but this one is coming soon. So actually, that it's gonna happen in the near future, but still you can actually, you know what to expect. So you can read about the whole series. And then this, segment with the hosts, so you can actually, just see, meet us, before the webinar. So this is cool, I guess. And then we just sum it up with another call to action. So actually our business goal here, definitely, it was actually to just invite as many people as possible and actually, to promote the platform and actually to show how to create a website in minutes. And this is the website that you are familiar with. And here we have a same situation. So actually, you do have the information about the webinar. This is also important, especially if you actually, want to run a webinar yourself. So actually, it's a very good idea to tell people what they will learn during the webinar. And then boom, we have this form. So this is something I'm gonna show you in a moment. We will actually, create a website with a web form in minutes. All righty. So that was, the part about the website. Daniel, over to you.
What I want to do is, if nothing more, I want to persuade you of the absolute epic power of an email list. Okay. So you may have heard that the money is in the list. Let me just go to the relevant slide here. And this is true much for direct mail a century ago, and it's still true in 2021. It might feel a little bit outdated to be discussing the virtues of email, a technology that's 50 years old, right? But get this, the numbers don't lie. Email marketing has a 4,200% ROI, right? So in other words, for every $1 that you spend on email marketing, you get $42 back. That, my friends, is a no-brainer. But it gets even better because with GetResponse, email marketing is free, right? So there's prop value number one, massive ROI from email. No other marketing channel has that high of an ROI. Some come a little bit closer, but this is an amazing ROI for any marketing tactic. One of the second reasons why the email list is such an important part of your business is because you own it, okay? There's 100% ownership of this channel. So with Facebook, for example, you might get the kibosh with organic reach, and suddenly nobody's seeing your posts. Or you might be trying to figure out the TikTok algorithm, which nobody's done yet, and you're not getting any visibility there. But with email marketing, you own that list, and you know that when you send an email to that address, it's going to end up in their inbox in 99% of the cases. Another stat, 69% more purchases completed after sending abandoned cart emails. So this is where you get in some of the wizardry of email marketing, where it's not just sending a message or a newsletter or a discount. You're actually sending automated emails to people who may have abandoned a cart. There's also something you can do called segmentation. You may be familiar with it, making your audience, kind of slicing and dicing and figuring out demographic differentials or geographic differentials and finding out, okay, this is the best segment to target with this offer. And this segment needs to hear this. And you get a 760% revenue boost by using segmentation with email marketing. So these are just some of the numbers that I'm trying to tease you with to help you understand your email list is money. Get obsessed over it. So with email, you can do a lot of different things. It's your communication channel to your customers. You can tell them what you want. You can wish them a happy birthday. You can give them a cupcake. You can say nice things about them. You can tell them about your latest discount. There's just a variety of different assets that you can send their way. But email is more than just a process of one-to-one communication. There is so much more under the surface with email marketing that when you start building your list and exploring some of these features, you'll be able to unlock. For example, there's autoresponders, there's automation emails, there's entire event-based triggers that can spawn email sequences. GetResponse has been in the email marketing space for 20 years, okay? In internet years, that's like a millennia. We've been doing this for a long time, and we figured out a thing or two. One of our patented inventions is called perfect timing. So we actually use an algorithm to determine, using machine learning, when a recipient is most likely to see and open an email. And this particular piece of technology, it's usually averages a 23% higher open rate. And last week, I sent an email to over 21,000 addresses. And then I decided to take a look at the analytics to see what was going on. And this is another component of email marketing that is absolutely powerful. It's not just you delivering, but you're getting information back. Even if they're not replying to your email, you're seeing information about them that allows you to better hone your marketing efforts. So this email to 21,000 people, I sent it with perfect timing, and then I actually watched in real time the analytics roll in. And what I saw on my GetResponse platform was a literal world map with locations names and actions of people who were receiving that email. So George in Perth, Australia opened it at 10:21. Mohammed in Dubai opened it at, his local time at 3 o'clock. Um, uh, Samantha in Manila, Philippines opened it. And I'm actually seeing these people on our list, these recipients, open and respond to the email, interact with it. I can tell if they've opened it, clicked it, actions that they've taken. And that type of raw, actionable power makes your email list even exponentially more powerful because of the intel that you're getting on your audience. So it's almost, email marketing is one of those things that's almost too good to be true, but it's real, it's true, we love it. I want to encourage you to use it. And if you haven't done so yet, to start building that email list. Irek, over to you.
Cool. Thanks, man. And exactly. And I wanted to share with you, because now I wanted to say a few words about email marketing communication. And actually, when you've mentioned this raw power and actually, like data, Daniel, so I wanted to share this case study with everyone. So this is a case study from a business called Landkafe.pl. So this is like a Polish e-commerce, and they sell artisanal coffee beans. So the business model is like, they're like two friends. One of them, he's got his own coffee roastery, so he makes sure that this coffee is fresh and aromatic, and like it's just like whatever you buy there, it's been like roasted just a few days before you get it. So it's as fresh as possible. And the other person, like in this joint venture, is a guy who just like enjoys like driving his Land Rover. So this is why it's Land, and he enjoys coffee. So this is like it's Land Cafe PL. So anyways, he just figured out that welcome emails, they have a huge impact on his business, because like people who like he discovered that his customers are people who know the difference. They know the difference between like this regular coffee where you that you can like buy in a like every supermarket or like every mall. They know the difference between this and this artisanal like just craft coffee beans. So the idea was to actually use this welcome email to actually just share some essential information. But then he realized that if he just like went beyond this welcome email, he will probably like see a huge impact on the business. So his idea was actually to create a welcome email series. So it was like welcome email, and here you can see like a graphic representing all of the emails that he included in his welcome email series. So the first message, this welcome email, actually explains the philosophy of the business, like what Landkafe.pl is, like the values behind it, like what's the story, so on and so forth. So this is cool because like suddenly this business is like suddenly you just like you feel that you know the people behind the business. So it gets more personal, like from the very beginning. And then you've got this like educational series. So me as a like a content guy, I love it, because he just like he put all the necessary information, all the content that is like necessary for people to actually like see the differences. So for example, the email that you can see that is, let's say, on top of the pile is like an email with a map, and he is explaining briefly the differences between coffee from North America, South America, Africa, and Asia. So, suddenly as a person who is like a new customer, or like a prospect, like a potential customer, you realize that, okay, if you go for like, coffee from Africa, you can expect some, like chocolate, nutty notes, right? But if you feel like, if you'd rather drink something more fruity, like, like more acidic maybe, so then you should actually go for like Asia. And this is going to be like usually like coffee with some more fruity notes. So this is just an example of an email, that just like, it just tells you all the essential things about the product so that you feel like more comfortable with making a choice. You can like, so that was the idea, to actually provide people with all the necessary information that they can use actually to make a proper decision about the product, right? So he also like later on, he compared the difference between a blend and single. He also created an infographic actually comparing his coffee against, like, those coffees that are like available widely. So really, really great stuff. And then, of course, because this is e-commerce, so we cannot really, like, forget about discounts and coupons. So of course, after like more or less 2 weeks, because these emails were like sent every other day. So after the whole series, there is an email with a discount for your first purchase. And now I've got a question to you. What do you think? How many people decided to purchase the product during this like welcome series? So here, this question is about conversion. So in other words, like, what was the conversion here? We are thinking about people who signed up and then they, like, received this welcome email, educational series, and the discount coupon. So what do you think? What is the conversion? And by conversion, I mean actually, purchase. What is the conversion for this email series? Boom. And we've got some really great answers. So Rihan, if I pronounce your name correctly, you are right. This is over 50%. So this is like 54%. And usually, just like I'm so like surprised that actually you nailed it. Because like I would, if somebody asked me at the beginning, so I would be more like on the Damien side, like, 10%. If we think about sales, so this 10% is a huge conversion, right? And then I can see that Robert and Goran, you were still like more optimistic than I was. But then actually, yeah, we figure out with Łukasz, who is the owner of the business, that actually it was like 54%. So like, as you can see, email marketing can actually be huge, and it does have an impact on the business. Daniel, would you like to ask any question or like, run a poll, or should I just like jump in and show?
Sure. I do want to ask a question about email marketing to the audience here, so we can understand sort of if you do send emails to your audience, if you have some sort of list that you're sending emails to. Here's a couple options here. No, I don't send emails yet. I send emails occasionally. I send emails regularly. And I'm going to give it a little while to let the results come in. But while I do so, and I'm seeing the results in real time, I'm going to share them with you right as soon as we get maybe at a threshold of 75%. But we do have some questions coming in. Somebody's asking, what about incorporating a video series within your funnel? This is a great idea. Absolutely. The stats around video conversion rates in email, there is typically a higher click-through rate in the emails that contain videos. Now, the technology to play videos within the email itself it's not exactly up to snuff, right? But people can click through, they can access the videos, they can watch the video. Excellent idea. Monthly newsletters and offers and announcements. Some people are saying in the chat that they send. Mm-hmm. I have a variety of responses here. This is giving us information that is helpful for us to know, and I think you may be surprised at the results of your fellow webinar watchers. Right about half of you have responded. Going to give it a little bit longer. Creeping up. I'm going to end voting in about 10 seconds here. Your final answers. And here we go. Oops. Sorry, I'm going to share the results now. Okay, we're up to 65 votes. So it looks like from a majority perspective, 27% of the respondents said, no, I don't send emails yet. A few of you are doing it occasionally, and several of you are doing it regularly. So either wherever you are in the email marketing journey, we're going to help you take one step further. And the crucial thing right now is before you can send emails, you actually have to create that list. And that can be one of the more challenging things about email marketing, but we'll give you some tips on that. And there's plenty of information. So that's something that I wanted to kind of find out about you. Thank you for responding. Erik, back to you.
Cool, thanks. So actually, I'm ready to jump into the platform and actually show you how to build a website. But before I do that, I wanted to actually, just like share a few quotes with you, because before, as we were preparing this webinar with Daniel, we wanted to make sure that, it's like packed with practical, useful information. So actually we reached out to Bartek, who is our art director at GetResponse, and he was like, a person in charge of the team who actually created a lot of templates for you. So this is also like, you need to remember that in GetResponse, in order to actually, simplify the whole process, we always like provide you with templates. So you don't need to build anything from scratch, really. If you want to, you can do so. But if not, there is like a library of pre-designed templates. So actually I asked Bartek, so if I'm about to create my first website, so actually, what do I do? What would be your tip? Like, what would you, what's your suggestion here? So he definitely just, advised to like spend some time browsing the pre-designed templates. So we are going to do it in a moment. I will share my screen with you, but just like make sure that you actually, just allow yourself to just like browse through those categories, because definitely you can see some, some designs that just like that they click. So suddenly you realize that, all right, this is the template I could use for my business at this very moment. So actually the trick here is actually to choose the one template that fits your need best, right? And it is about the colors, it is about the structure, it is about like, the feel. So this is the first piece of advice from Bartek. And then he is also a fan of this, like less is more philosophy. So actually he actually shared a very interesting tip with me, that when you choose a template, you're not a slave to the template. Actually, if you feel like reducing anything, you can do so. And because I've seen people using the templates, and very often they tend to actually fill everything with words. So they treat this template as a kind of like, well, it was designed by a professional, so we should keep it exactly the way it was designed. But actually, I just wanted to invite you to actually, customize it and reduce it as much as you would like to. So definitely, Bartek also advised to choose legible fonts and to start with minimum copy, because you can always like add to the message, but it's better to start small, and then just like add information instead of like reduce information. And then he concludes with just like don't overcrowd your page. Yeah, use plenty of white space. And then I reached out to Gosia. Gosia is our UX designer, and she also creates those templates, and then she's analyzing what works best, and just so. She actually said something very similar. So first of all, you need to browse through the pre-designed website templates, because they often have pages that might fit your needs. So the cool thing is that very often, if you operate in certain industry, the templates will be provided for you, and you will have pages like, about us, I don't know, some other, let's say, particular ones that will be helpful. And then if you can't choose the perfect one, no worries, because just browse through everything, browse through all of them, and just look for colors or for the layout you like. So actually, it's not a problem if you can't find the perfect template. And then, of course, if you feel adventurous, you can create your own. So, okay, let me just dive into the platform, and let's do this. I also wanted to create a website with a special goal. And then actually, Daniel will explain you the goal. But okay, let's do this. So I'm in my GetResponse account right now in my dashboard, and I'm using the website builder feature. So here we are. And as you can see, I have no websites. So what I need to do is I want to create one. And then we have three options. The first option is to use a ready-made template. And this is actually the option that we are going to use. The second one is to use an AI-powered builder. So actually, if you want to experiment with it, just I highly recommend it. But the fact is that, this using the builder here is very specific. And because I would like to show you, how to create the most basic page, I will use the ready-made template. But I highly recommend, playing with the AI powered builder because, you know, you will see actually how easy it is to create like, you know, fully professional website, like, you know, like a platform, like a service. So this is awesome. And then there is another feature coming soon. This is like, you know, for all those who have their website, you will be able to import it into GetResponse, and then actually, you know, you will create a website that looks exactly the same, but you will have the flexibility to, you know, provide like, you know, like to change anything, to maybe update it, to maybe just, you know, add some new pages to it. So this is coming soon. But okay, boom, here we go. We are in this library, and this is what Bartek and Gosia actually said, that, you know, just like take your time, just like, as you can see, there is this menu on the left. So you have quite a few, you know, quite a lot of categories, and here, you know, just you can think about it. You can just like, yeah, click here, just go through it. If you feel like, oh, I like this one, just, you know, spend some time and search for the one that is that just fits your business needs. Yeah, and because, like, you know, I'm thinking about an event, I will use this one. So as you can see, this is the site, this is the template actually, and this template just looks really nice. And what is cool about GetResponse templates, it's that actually the copy that is like used as a placeholder also provides some useful information. So for example, here, it just like tells you, okay, you can add your logo here. And this is what we are going to do. So I'm going to replace this one with my own, and I'm going to use this one here. Oh, and now I've got a, you know, like a website with GetResponse logo already. Here, let me add the title to it. Okay, so actually, okay, sign up for free consultations. And here I would like to use, as you can see, there is this information that actually, you know, leads you, like it might help you use the template, because it says like, use this space to elaborate on the ideas introduced in the title. So here I wanted to say like, thank you for joining us live. And this is to, like, you know, everyone here with us. I'm so glad that you're joining us live today. So we have prepared something special for you. Okay. Free consultations with one of our experts on how to use GetResponse for your business. Okay. Boom, here we are. This is the form, and I'm going to use this, you know, simple version of a form. So I do have this name and email, and that's enough, because I want to build my list with just name and email first. If I want to, you know, like learn more about my customers, I can do it through email marketing. So no worries here. This is enough. All I need to do is I need to make sure that this list. Okay, webinar consultations, nice. So I want to just like make sure that there's like, you know, correct list. So this is the place where actually all of the addresses will. And then boom, we have this call to action, sign up. I like it, that's all right. But you know what? This one is quite a long one. And I want to actually stick to what Bartek advised me. And I want to like reduce those testimonials, because I haven't had any consultations yet, so, you know, I can't really use testimonials. I'm willing to, and I would be, you know, like really interested in like providing some testimonials in the future. But right now, I'm pretty satisfied with a simple one. But I also would like to include, just a moment. I need to, okay, I will get rid of this element, but I want to add a section with the text somewhere here. Oh, it's going to be a paragraph. Oh, and I want to do something like this. So, so by clicking sign up, you accept GetResponse, get your business online consultation. Okay, just a moment. I need to link it. Okay, so here, these are the terms and conditions of the whole project, and I can link it here. So I just click this link icon, boom. I can decide, is it going to open on the same page? No, I would rather open it on the in the new tab. And here we are. But there's one thing missing. There is this coffee mug in the background, so cool because it does look professional, but I would like to make it more personal. So I'm going to use my own photo here. And I'm gonna, because my head is like, you know, cut in half. So I would like to add some space to it. So I look slightly more human. And another spacer here. Boom. Okay. And now I'm pretty satisfied with the result. So I just need to check if the list is, if there is like a proper list. Yes, there is a proper list. And I want to, like, you know, save and exit. So here we are. This is it, but I'm gonna publish the website right now. And here, this is the moment where you can, you know, provide the name. So it's gonna be consultations. I'm gonna also, like, you know, change this URL. I'm gonna use the free GetResponse domain, so you can actually, you know, use it as well. And of course, if you have your own domain, you can just, you know, make sure that this website will be within your domain. But I don't have my own, so I click publish, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's live. So actually, let us see. Is it really working? So in order to test it, I would like to share it with you in the webinar. Just a moment. Right. Okay, and here we are. And this is the surprise. This is something for you. This is something for everyone who has decided to join us live during this webinar. These consultations are for you. Daniel, could you just, like, you know, explain a bit more about that?
Absolutely. But before I do that, Irek, I just want to point out, in case it was lost on you, that what Irek just did in the past few minutes was created a website. Okay, he went from 0 to published website in X amount of minutes, and not just a website, but a website with a form where he is now collecting emails. So we have successfully walked through all 3 of those essential elements. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what you need, right? We've got it. The website, the email collection, and boom, you're off to the races. So what we're providing for you here is, as I mentioned at the beginning, as a prize gift, we want to give you a free consultation to help you personally, individually, in a one-on-one meeting consisting of 50 to 60 minutes, help in getting your website, getting your business off the ground, and providing anything that we can help from our experience in marketing here at GetResponse to assist you personally. So feel free to share your contact information with Irek there. We'll get back in touch with you with next steps. But this is our gift to you, to provide free consultations.
Yeah, and I just wanted to, you know, see if it's really, you know, because what we did is, like, as Daniel said, we have created a fully functional website, but then we need to check it. So let's just, like, you know, let's see what happens here. So this is like on a, you know, GetResponse site. As you can see, we started with 0 page views, 0 visits, and 0 unique visitors. So I need you to actually, you know, help us and actually, you know, just see the page, just, like, you know, click the link. And if you if you are interested in the consultations, so please sign up. Let's see what happens. So I'm just like refreshing my window here. Boom, we've got 11 page views. We've got 10 visits from 10 unique visitors. Thank you so much, because, you know, as you can see, boom, we've got this huge spike. Like, you know, guys, I'm excited because like 5 minutes ago, I didn't have a website. And now I do, and it's fully functional, and I have 10 unique visitors. So this is amazing. But I want to go even further, because, you know, we are all about like, you know, moving the business online. So it's not about the like website, like only a website. Let's just go back because I want to see the list, because I have created this list for us today. And as you can see, this list is called webinar consultations. Boom, we've got 7 people who signed up. Thank you so much. I'm so glad actually that you can see value in that. And I'm, you know, looking forward to talking to you and actually, you know, just like talking about your business needs and talking about GetResponse. You know, what can GetResponse, how can GetResponse actually help you with growing your business. So this is amazing. But now I also wanted to share with you, actually show you something, another feature here, because we have created a website. As you can see, this list is growing strong. And we have used the webinar to build the website. Build a list. So this is something we are going to talk about in the next webinar. But I also wanted to show you how easy it is to create an email. So now I'm going into the email creator, and all I need to do is, okay, so this is going to be here, consultations. I'm going to thank you email, right? So this is going to be related to this consultations projects, and I want to send or create a thank you email. So I'm choosing the right list, and it's going to be the list of people who signed up for the webinar consultation. So as you can see, everything is cool here. This is my from address, reply to address, everything is correct here. So here, I just wanted to say, once again, like, you know, thank you for signing up. And this is the preview text. Make sure that you also use this space. When it comes to email marketing, it is very important, because this is something, you know, that people see that without opening the email. So here you can explain. So thank you for signing up, but we still, you know, are not sure where this email is coming from. So I can write here like, here's, or maybe let's do it this way. Schedule the perfect day and time to grow your business with GetResponse. Now, you know, thank you for signing up. It's not that clear, but now with this preview text, everything should be clear. So, you know, your subscribers will know what's going on. So here we can add recipients. So you will have all the lists that you have, you know, created. So you will be able to actually choose. And this points, I mean, this refers to segmentation. And Daniel, you said a lot about it. I mean, you mentioned that actually businesses that use segmentation, they just, you know, their results are just far beyond the average. So I highly recommend, like, you know, segmenting your list properly and actually sending the right emails to the right people in the right time. But okay, here everything is ready. So I just want to design the message. And this is something I've mentioned before, that actually, you know, GetResponse provides you this template library. So you don't have to start from scratch. So still, I'm using this template here because it was the first one. So, and as you can see, you know, I can start with the logo. I can replace the logo with the logo of my company. So here we are. But this one is not really legible. It's too small. So I'm gonna make it bigger. Oh, now it looks much better. This background is really cool and I would like to keep it, but still, you know, because these are consultations and probably you will see me. So, you know, in order to avoid confusion, I will stick to my photo. But this is scary, I would say. So I'm gonna manipulate this photo a bit. So I'm gonna click edit. And now let's try to make it less scary. Okay, it's maybe, first of all, I will make it, maybe something like this. I don't know. And okay. And I can use one of the filters to make it a bit, oh, this one is cool. Nay. Okay, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to use it for the sake, just to show you how much you can do. So I have changed this header. I can, change everything for signing up, right? So the most important thing here is just to let you know that creating an email is just equally easy as it was with the website. And here, all those elements, we won't need these elements. So we just, we reduce. I totally agree with Bartek on this, that, if the template is for you, you are, in charge of the template, and it shouldn't be the other way around. So actually, whenever you just feel that, these elements just are not necessary, you just don't need them. So just make sure that you delete them. And, if you want to change something, you can always okay. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to, okay, I will save it as a draft and exit. And I will just, go back. Daniel, over to you, because I think that I've just showed that building a website, building a contact list, and also creating an email is really easy with GetResponse.
Absolutely. Okay. So that was your live demo. And along with that, you have the offer to get a consultation with us. I know that we're running up against the clock, so I want to open it up to you guys and just see if you have any questions. So I'm going to turn on Q&A mode right now. And feel free to ping us with questions. While you're typing those up, I do want to field some questions that came in earlier. One person is asking, I'm starting from scratch. I literally have no emails. How do I start? Well, I think IDIC has answered that question by providing this demonstration. You launch your website, you create in that website a form, and that form is critical. All you're asking for is one or two things, the name and the email address, and instantly you'll be able to generate your email list. So that's the simple way to do it. The more robust of a site you build with more pages, and you can do all of this with GetResponse, the more likelihood you have of gaining organic traffic. In other words, people type something into Google, well, look, they just found your website because of the content that you produced using search engine optimization or whatever. So again, you're inviting people from the organic traffic that you've gained to sign up for your email list. And over time, it'll grow. There are a variety of ways, however, to gain emails that don't necessarily involve just online forms. Okay, you could also collect emails. Some people do it at conferences, at events. Say, hey, sign up for our email list, or we'll give you something if you give us your email address. And one of the best ways to do this is using something that's called a content upgrade or a special offer. Hey, we're going to give you this free ebook, PDF, or we're going to send you something if you just provide us with your email address. Okay, so that's how you start building a list. You can even do this in a brick and mortar store, saying, "Hey, we're gonna give you a free donut voucher if you sign up for our email list. You just leave a clipboard there at the counter, and boom, you start collecting emails." So there's a variety of ways you can go about this, but that's how you would start from scratch. Okay, is this webinar the webinar from GetResponse? Michael's asking, yes, this is GetResponse's native webinar platform. And somebody asked earlier in the chat, hey, is this, do you have to have a paid plan to use the webinar? Yes, it does require a subscription, a paid subscription. However, you can play with it and use it for the first 30 days of your GetResponse trial, I believe, without having to pay that fee. And it is pretty handy. Goran's asking, how can I link Shopify with GetResponse? Idik, you want to tackle that one?
Yeah, sure. We do have GetResponse Shopify integration. So if you your e-commerce is, if you run e-commerce on Shopify, you will have no problems with integrating both of these. So actually, the contacts from Shopify will just be directly moved to the proper GetResponse lists. So you will be able to do this segmentation magic, and you will be able to actually get results, like as good results as the ones that Daniel mentioned before.
I'm going to go ahead and put in the chat our integrations page. There are literally hundreds of integrations. Rehan is asking, on the list building form, I want to ask for full name, email, and phone number. What are the stats on that? Your thoughts, Erik?
Sure. So here it all depends, on your value proposition. So I know that there is like a tendency, and well, basically like majority of our experiments, they prove that the shorter the form, the higher the conversion. But we also need to pay attention to the fact that actually, the longer the form, the higher the quality of so-called leads, right? So actually, if you ask for like a phone number, if you ask for full name, so not everybody will subscribe, but people who subscribe, it just like you can expect that they are really interested in your offer. They are really interested in your business. So I would just say, sure, go for it. Like, especially I would say like try to test it. So you could actually, like start with the crucial data. So like, think, what do you need to know about your audience in order to provide them with the highest possible, communication, right? But then you could test it out. So there is also something that is really cool, and email marketing is perfect for it. It is so-called progressive profiling, which means that you start with, let's say, like full name and an email address, but then you send an email, and within the email, you provide a context for why people should or could share their phone number with you. And then you can redirect them to a landing page with a slightly longer form. So the point of this progressive profiling is actually to ask people about the information, like to collect quite a lot of information, but not to do that like at one touch point, like the web form, but actually to create a certain flow for it, and actually, to just like use this email series to ask about like individual pieces of information, and then create this like coherent full customer profile. But that's a very good question.
It is, and it in fact makes me want to answer with another angle, and that is often high ticket items are associated with a greater amount of friction. In other words, you want to make it a little bit more difficult for somebody to enter their information if they're looking for perhaps a sales call that's going to take an hour and they're going to be asked to spend several $1,000s. So in that case, you do want to ask for a lot of information. For example, if you look at Salesforce, one of the biggest SaaS platforms in the industry, they'll ask you for 12 different questions: email, company size, title, name, etc. And that's a lot of information, right? But somebody who goes to all the pain of inputting that information is probably interested. They're not a tire kicker, so you're not going to be wasting your time when you actually interact with them. But to go back to Erik's comment, you probably want to coax people through the process. You're going to want to have entry points that are very simple just to get them on your list. But then you're also going to want to have pages that are a little bit more in depth and do ask for the full name, email, and phone number. Because unless you've nurtured some sort of relationship with the prospect, it becomes very difficult for it to directly ask them for things that are that personal in nature. Not that it's intrusive, but it does require a little bit more coaxing. Jean is asking, and I'm not sure if you can put this on the screen, Erik. I'm having a little trouble doing that, but she's asking about, can you give us some idea about how to manage the integration from GetResponse to other software? The integrations page that I shared earlier in the chat, and I'll just do it again. You can just go to getresponse.com/integrations. We'll provide detailed instructions on every integration that we offer and how to integrate it. And if there is something that we don't offer, Zapier is sure to provide the solution there. So it's dependent on the particular software that you're wanting to integrate, but we have instructions for each of them. Thanks for sharing that.
Cool. There is one interesting question from Robert. How do you deal with aggressive spam filters that stop email at the inbox level? So here, I would like to also brag about one of the features of GetResponse. We have like AI-powered Hydra, so-called Hydra. So this is our own in-house solution, and we have like the most aggressive spam filter within GetResponse. So actually, the thing is, if you are able to build your organic list, like if you build your contact list properly in GetResponse, then GetResponse offer you like 99% deliverability, because like if you can actually like do everything within the system, and then Hydra lets you send your emails, it means that you're good to go. So of course, the philosophy behind it, and the reason is that we really pay attention to the quality of communication, and actually we encourage people to like build their list organically. And by organically, I mean just like figuring out what your business like is about, who your target audience is, and then actually focusing on just sending emails to the people who really expect you to share information with them. Otherwise, we are going to be guarding the inboxes, and we will do our best like not to allow anyone who would like to abuse the platform to just send the emails to people who don't expect it. So here, this is it. Like you need to remember that the most aggressive spam filter is within GetResponse.
That's a helpful comment too, and I'll just chime in with a thought here, and that is GetResponse has been doing this for a long time, so we have a very trusted domain, and as long as you're treating these emails with respect, you have opt-in, you have double opt-in, then it's going to get through most of the spam filters.
Here there is also Michael is pointing out that he's like GetResponse Max user, and he's at this very moment experiencing some problems with email deliverability on the Deutsche Telekom side. So here, Michael, if you could just like reach out to me. So actually, just and after this webinar, I will make sure that we can just because I need to see what the problem might be at this very situation, in this situation.
Good. Diane has a question about tracking on the website, and I'm not sure what exactly tracking you're looking for, but I'll provide a twofold answer. First of all, you get visibility into all of your email analytics, so you can track open rates, conversion rates, click-through rates, deliverability percentages. All of that information is completely transparent in GetResponse's own platform. And we also track website analytics, so visitors, et cetera. If you use Google Analytics too, you can integrate that into your website and be able to log into Google Analytics and get even more detailed metrics. So tracking on website, whether you're tracking traffic or conversion rates or source of traffic, it's all completely transparent and visible.
I'm just going through the questions, and I think, okay, there is one. Do you have any tips how to grow my list? But wasn't it the one that you've already answered, Daniel?
We answered it, but we can answer it again. There was actually several variations on this theme about growing a list from scratch, etc. I'll throw in my 2 cents in the remaining few seconds, and Erik, please do so as well. But one of the techniques that I've used in the past to grow a list is I'm a content marketer at heart. Okay, so I love producing content, say a blog article that gets organic traffic. And I know I referenced this earlier, but I'll produce a content asset that gets that organic traffic for a given keyword, right? Let's say it's piano lessons in Greenville, South Carolina. Not a lot of people are going to be Googling that, but the people that are Googling it are going to find that article that I wrote. And then at the end of that article, I'm going to have a form that says, for further information on piano lessons in Greenville, South Carolina, please send your email. Boom. Instantly, you're growing a list. And there's a wide variety of ways to do this. But Erik, any thoughts?
Yeah, sure. I think that there was a cool idea from one of our attendees today that you could include your videos in the funnel. So actually still, if you are an expert in a field, or if you like whatever, if you create a video around your product or around your service, and let's say you publish it on YouTube, you can always like provide the link in the description to a landing page that allows people to sign up for more. So you can use YouTube this way, and like this video content to build your list as well. So the cool thing is that once you create your website with a web form, you can use it like everywhere your target audience is. And then you can just like build this list in so many ways. Well, here in GetResponse, obviously, like webinars are huge when it comes to list building, but you're going to learn about that in the following webinars.
Absolutely. We have a whole series of these planned. We hope you'll stay tuned. We're not going to assume on your time, but we do want to say thank you deeply for engaging with us today. It's been a pleasure to spend this hour with you. Yes, Stan and others who may be asking, you will receive a replay of this, an email in your inbox shortly. Once again, we thank you, and we look forward to speaking with several of you one-on-one in those individual consultations. And we also would appreciate if you attend future webinars. We've got a whole series of these planned throughout the remainder of the fall. Thank you all so much. Over and out. Take care.
See ya.